Everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to get a good fat, firm and voluptuous bum. Okay, you have to stay on this channel, stay on top of your game to learn how to get a big bum naturally. This is acne seed. I'm going to grind it. Then this is fennel powder. This is fenugreek powder and maca powder. This is aloe vera gel. This is olive oil. I'm going to be infusing these herbs into this olive oil to get the oil from it. Since I couldn't get the oil from the market, stay tuned while we go and grind the acne seed. These are all I need to do the bum / butt enhancement oil. These are the powders. I didn't quite get my hands on the oils, so I had to buy the powders. If it's going to be very, very expensive for you, you can buy from all these malams. They have the original ones too. Don't allow anybody to tell you that is not original. They sell original. The fenugreek, you see it there. The fenugreek seed and the powder. If you want to buy the seed and grind by yourself, fine. The maca is a bit scarce. It's the most expensive of all this. I think I bought the maca root powder for how much? Is it 1,000 naira? They had to divide it into halves for me to take one for 500 naira. But all these ones are cheaper. They are cheaper than this one. So I'm going to be using the maca root powder, the fennel powder, the fenugreek powder, the acne seed, and shea butter, vitamin E oil, extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. So I'm going to do a double boiling method to infuse these powders into this olive oil. So we can use it like that. I don't know. It's going to take a whole lot of time, but I'm not going to show you that. You guys should know our double boiling method. Double boiling method is just like adding your ingredients in your bowl or your beaker, anyone that you're using to mix your ingredients or to double boil your ingredients. Put them here, pour your oil, and place a pot on fire. Put water inside, then put this on a low heat inside the water and leave it for 30 minutes to 3 hours if you can. If you cannot, 30 minutes to 1 hour is okay. Then after the whole thing, after you might have done the oil, you can place it in a hot place in your house for 2 to 4 days so that it will infuse well. I will show you how to do that. Let me just go and do double boiling method on this first before I'll come back. This is what I'll be using to do the double boiling method. Please, there's no lighting in my kitchen. Like, there's light, but it's not like my ring light. So I'm going to be using this to do the double boiling method. You might be hearing a sound, a noise around me. It's my washing machine. Please ignore. Kindly ignore. I'm washing clothes while doing this at the same time. So I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of my acne seed. 1. So this is half tablespoon. So I'm going to be adding 4 of these. 3. 4, because the tablespoon is not filled. I'm going to be adding the rest. Nobody's holding this thing for me. This is my fennel powder. I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of this. I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of my maca root powder. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of my fenugreek powder. This is all we are going to be turning into an oil, okay? Stay tuned while we double boil. After mixing, make sure you stir very, very well before you mix in your olive oil. I did not mix them separately because after all of them are going to be mixed together. So instead of wasting time doing all these things differently, I mixed in all the powders together. Okay, your bone is going to be firm because we're mixing herbs that normalize the oestrogen level in a woman's body. And you know, oestrogen is the main hormone that give you that, you know, female-like endowment that people are looking for. You get these things in drug. You can even convert this into tablets if you want. If you don't want to be using this as an oil, I wanted to teach how to convert this into a capsule, but I'm not a doctor. It's better we do it the way that we know very, very well, okay? It's time to mix in your olive oil. See, you must, in fact, I don't think you should measure the olive oil like saying in meal or in this one or in the other one. No, just make sure the oil is filled, that the thing is filled above the powder that you're going to infuse. Don't be stingy with the oil. You know olive oil is expensive, but don't be stingy with the oil, okay? I mixed in more than 100 ml of this oil. If you have patience and you want this thing to infuse naturally, like in cold press way, you can keep this thing near your window where direct sunlight penetrates, okay? It will still work. All of them are the same. I'll still, after doing this, I'll still put it there for like 2 to 3 days, okay? For you to infuse very, very well. I added more than 100 ml of olive oil inside this thing because the powders are a kind of plenty. It's more than 100 grams. Stir very well before you put on fire, on hot double boiling method, not on fire, I beg. Okay, this is our oil now. I'm gonna pour into this container. Then see where I place the oil in my room. The windows are closed, but you know the rays of sun are coming into this window, so I had to place it here. I had to place it here for 2 days. I keep shaking it every 2 hours. I keep shaking it because it's close to me. I can easily get up from my bed, go there, take it and shake it. It's not far away from me, so this is where I placed it for 2 days. And after the whole thing, I think I drained the oil from the shaft. I don't like after, because I noticed that when you're rubbing it, you feel like those the herbs now, the one that didn't like melt into the oil, they will be on your bum. So I don't want it to be like that. So I drained it. I extracted the oil from the herbs. This is a bone enlargement oil. After 2 days of placing it on my window for it to infuse more through direct sunlight. So I'm going to add my vitamin E oil. My vitamin E oil, my propylene glycol. I don't know, people don't add it, but I want to add it for it to absorb well, like absorb faster into my bone. Then I'm going to be adding aloe vera oil for moisturizing. This is 99% water, so I'm going to be adding it into this bone firming and enlargement oil for moisturizing. You don't want to get stretch marks on your bum when it starts getting bigger. So that's that. I'll be adding 2 teaspoons of vitamin A oil into this for preservation. For preservation and that. Sorry, I'm a bit under the weather, or I'm not feeling fine, but I'm just using all my strength to do this. Some people, I know someone that added a German plus preservative to this oil so that it will last longer, but me, I'm not adding it because I didn't let any kind of water or something from the double boiling method to enter this stuff, to enter this oil. So I'm not going to be adding German plus. I wanted to add it, but it will make sense because this oil will last. There's nothing like water inside it, nothing like, you know, raw something inside it, except for the herbs, which last longer. So you can make this in at home. I will try it and give you the feedback in 1 month. So you can try this at home and use and tell me, please, on the comment section how it worked for you. Okay, thank you for watching my video. See you next time.